Got the heater off for a while here because it was getting way too warm inside, and I thought, why in the heck is it so warm in here? Well, the answer to that is pretty simple. It is 72 degrees outside right now in Alaska. The first time hitting 70, as far as I'm aware of, was today for me for this year. So pretty awesome. Pretty darn incredible. I got a busy weekend planned, and I've got a ton of work to get done before the weekend or during this weekend because I am on vacation next week. And that means I am going to be busy working on the property all week. We'll see how far we can get. This is going to be awesome. Awesome. Good morning. Oh, holy smokes. 3:23 in the AM hours here on this Friday before construction seriously begins. I know I've been talking about this. Man, I've been talking about this for a couple of years. And with last year being with 2020 being what 2020 was, followed by, me finally getting onto the property. And 2021 being what 2021 was, with lumber prices through the roof, ridiculous. This is finally happening. And I'm very excited, even though I really don't sound like it. But this is how excitement sounds for me at 3:30 in the morning. So I'm headed into work. I had requested last week off, this current week off as vacation, and it didn't work because of scheduling conflicts. We had a couple of key people that had kids graduating this year, so that's more important. I mean, it was, I was just going to take the week off because I was having a birthday, but graduation for a family is a lot more important. Anyway, I had told my assistant manager, the store manager, and the assistant manager, just give me a week. Just tell me, give me some heads up, give me some notice, let me know when I can go. And found out a couple of days ago that, in fact, I'm on vacation next week. So I have the skid steer coming tomorrow morning. I've got it for Saturday and Sunday. Rented it from a local guy. I've never driven one before. Should be interesting. And then I've got the entire week off next week. So we are going to see exactly how much I can get done in a week. And that won't all be in this video. Throughout the project, I've got like 2 more weeks of vacation through August, meaning I can take them before I accrue my next 3 weeks of vacation. So I have like 5 weeks of vacation by August of this year. So I'm going to try and take those as needed throughout the build, and then maybe one just to get out of town and head down to see the family. We'll see how everything's going because I have a goal. I have to achieve that goal. Very excited. So I'm headed to work. It's Friday morning. It's 3:29. It's 34 degrees outside. Yesterday we hit over 70 for the first time this season on the property. Got to 72 degrees. It was awesome. Today is supposed to be 70. I can deal with 70 degrees all day long, folks. I'll tell you what. It's weird to think that we are about 90, almost 100 degrees warmer than we were at the coldest this last winter. And that's the temperature extremes here in Alaska. But it's starting out to be a beautiful day. My goodness. Oh. Good morning, ladies. How are you? Chicks. Hello. What? Oh. Right? don't know how big these are, but hopefully this will be enough so I don't have to pull out the fire pit to get the skid steer through here. And that's what I'm working on this morning before it gets here, before it arrives. So I've got Saturday and Sunday off, obviously weekends. But I also found out that I have this entire week off for vacation. So there's going to be a ton done here this week. It's going to be incredible. You're not going to see it all though. I'm going to try and record as much as I can and make sure that I have enough content for you guys going forward, because I think that more than likely I'll hit a snag or three in this entire process. So I want to be able to make sure I can keep things current for you. But yeah, the soil underneath here is incredibly rich. And this is where I had the potatoes at last year. And I've been throwing straw and everything in it all year long. I talked to you in the last video about what my plan is for this. So I'll scoop it, move it over there, clean this out, move it back over to there, build a nice little compost pile out of it. And then I'll keep building up my own compost as it goes forward. I'll keep turning it, I'll keep making sure that it breaks down. But pretty exciting after all this time of talking about doing it. I'm going to do it this year. It's starting today. You may be wondering why I'm not wearing a kilt right now, and that's because I found that when I'm cutting trees down, the kilt just gets totally gunked up with sap. And kind of massaging it until I can get a new one. I don't know how much longer that one's got, but I do plan on wearing it quite a bit more. Just today I'm going to be jumping around in and out of a skid steer I know nothing about, so I figured I'd just go with the trasher clothes, the old Carhartts and the old sweatshirt, and that way I don't have to really worry about what I'm wearing, especially when I'm falling down some of these trees, because I haven't done any tree falling at all since last year, and I'd rather be safe, you know, with some longer cover clothes on. I'm going to take a break right now, check the last video and see how it's doing, answer any comments I've got on there, and start planning out mentally what I have to cut over here. I brought the chainsaw over with me. I need to buck up some of these branches or some of these logs that are here from last year. I need to come down to poles, throw them out of the way. A couple of more trees we talked about I'm gonna drop and get out of the way as well, and open this up quite a bit more so that I get quite a bit more sun in there, and so that my fence line is not right on the tree line. I kind of want a little bit of a buffer between the fence line and the tree line for the garden. Yes, the garden will be fenced, but the garden is my lowest priority right now. The cabin is my #1 priority. I want to spend as much effort and money on the cabin, so we'll see what we're going to do with the garden, but I don't know how drastic even now I'm going to get. I let the onion starts just go. Pulled them all out, tossed them. I still have seeds. It's going to be too late to get those things going unless I go get sets this year, but I can't focus. I can't split my focus right now between a garden and between the cabin, when the cabin's priority and I need to be in there before winter falls this year, before winter hits this year. And I would like to have the trailer off the property also before winter hits. So that's where my focus is going to be. But since I've got the skid steer here, I still want to get this cleaned up and ready to go. And then maybe, who knows, this fall, once I know I'm going to be in the cabin and everything's situated, I could fence the area off and still do a lot of prep work to get it ready for a garden for next year. The chicks, awesome, but I need to do some work on the chicken coop. I need to bring those nesting boxes outside. I think I've discussed that already. To free up more room inside for the chickens to all roost. I'm going to have a total of 20 birds when it's all said and done. The 9 Rhode Island Reds and the 11, barring incidents of losing a chick, the 11 black Australorps. And I need to make sure they have plenty of room to roost inside and plenty of nesting box space outside. So I need to do some adjustments there. And I would like to possibly do a section of covered, and that's why some of these poles are longer. I'd like to do maybe a section of covered chicken run that won't be buried in snow, so that the chickens can come outside when the weather is not absolutely frozen during the winter. I think it would be better for them if they could, and I think that the thing that caused them not to was the massive amount of snow, because when we'd have decent days, literally they would be outside under the coop, but it'd be nicer if they had a little area that they could run